All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports. On this Friday, we have a doubleheader for you today in football as we'll wrap up week number 9. We've got, first up, we've got the 4-3 New Orleans Saints and the 4-3 Minnesota Vikings, both teams needing to win to keep pace with the division leaders in their respective divisions. In fact, Minnesota can pull into a tie for first place in the NFC Central with a win today over New Orleans, and the Saints can pull into a tie for first place in the NFC West with a win today against the Vikings. The second half of our doubleheader will be the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll talk more about that game when we get there. But first up, it's the Saints and the Vikings. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All right, let's head out to Minnesota for this one here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Saints and the Vikings. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 4-3 Saints, the 4-3 Vikings. Both teams needing to win. Evil Dead's in the house. He's got the purple people eaters. That's the Vikings by 1. Evil Dead is 65-51, 14 games up. The Vikings will get the ball first. We're underway. Live from Minneapolis. Fielded by Saxon, a yard deep over the 15, 20. 25, and Antonio Saxon in his 4th year out of Army brings it out to the 31-yard line. And that's where Minnesota will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Jay Foster, in his 2nd year out of Michigan. If the Vikings win, they pull into a tie with Tampa Bay in the NFC Central for first place. If the Saints win, they pull into a tie with the Rams and the 49ers for first place in the NFC West. Big game for both teams. Vikings come out on 1st and 10. Foster in the shotgun. Foster hands off to Carrington. And Max Carrington still on his feet. Out to the 39, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Max Carrington, the rookie out of Rutgers. Andrew Moore on the tackle, the 4th year linebacker out of Nevada. This is our Thursday night game here in week 9. The NBC game of the week. The Monday night game coming up next. The Dolphins and the Jaguars. Will be in Jacksonville for that one. 2nd and 2. Foster in the gun. Foster to Carrington again. He's got the first down. Max Carrington out to the 45. And the rookie running back out of Rutgers picks up the first down for Minnesota. Opening drive of the ball game. Minnesota now out to their own 45. 1st and 10. Don't know what type of crowd we'll have here on a Friday night. We'll just have to wait and see. Foster looking, throws to the near side. It's picked off by Benjamin Clements at the 49-yard line. Clements, in his 4th year out of Texas, picks it off, and the Viking drive ends with a pick. And now New Orleans will take over. Clemens just jumped the route. It was intended for number 89, Rondé James, the rookie out of Arizona. Nice defensive play by Benjamin Clements. And now the starting quarterback for New Orleans, Peyton Hicks, in his 5th year out of Tennessee. New Orleans will start with a short field at their own 49-yard line. New Orleans won the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago over the Jets. Last season they were a wild card. Lost in the opening round. 1st and 10 from the 49. Hicks throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Knocking it down, number 40. That's Dylan Douglas, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Colorado. The intended receiver, Logan Hawks, the 8th-year receiver out of Syracuse. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. .6:53 left in the first quarter. No score. The Saints opening possession. On 2nd and 10. Hicks will drop back. Steps up. And he gets sacked back at the 41-yard line. Making the sack, number 94 for the Vikings. That's Mark Spindler in his 13th year out of Purdue, the former Lion. A loss of 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 18 for New Orleans. He nearly got the pass away, but he got sacked before he could. 6:35 and counting here in the first quarter, no score. 3rd and 18 for the Saints at their own 41-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks back. Hicks looking, throws, caught by McAllister out to the 48-yard line. It's Jared McAllister in his 6th year out of Colorado. A gain of just 7. It'll be 4th down. Stan King made the tackle, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Tennessee. And now Mike Rutherford will come in to punt. Rutherford gets the punt away, aiming for the sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 19-yard line. So both teams have had it once. The Vikings have thrown a pick, and the Saints go 3 and out. And now the Vikings will get it back, 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line. 5:58 left to play here in the first quarter. The other day, the Vikings debuted their new alternate uniform. It's all white with a white helmet. I don't like it. I don't like those alternate uniforms. They're gimmicky. 1st and 10. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington gets a yard out to the 20-yard line. Let's take a look at the Vikings offense. Up front, Beasley, Blanchard, Valley, Brocious, and Rolla. And then it's James, Hill, Carrington, Underwood, and Carnes. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 20-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on 1st down. Vikings come out. Foster hands off to Carrington. He gets hit right away at the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard. On the tackle, number 96. That's Dante Monroe, the 2nd-year defensive tackle out of Georgia Tech. A loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10. Neither offense really tearing it up yet. It'll be 3rd down for the Vikings at their own 19. 4 receivers wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster fakes the handoff. Throws deep, wobbly pass. Picked off again This time by Cedric Banks at the 49-yard line. The third-year defensive back out of Oklahoma, Cedric Banks, picks it off. Same place as before at the Saint 49-yard line. The Vikings, 2 drives, 2 picks. They were looking for Gerald Carnes, and the pass was underthrown. And now New Orleans, who went 3 and out on the last drive, will start once again at their own 49-yard line. Well, the Vikings have thrown 2 picks, and the Saints have gone 3 and out. Those are the offensive highlights so far. This will be the Saints' second possession. 4:57 left here in the first quarter. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 9. Our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. In the I formation. Hicks to Wilder, and James Wilder across midfield to the 47. A gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. .440 and counting here in a very sloppy first quarter, especially for Minnesota. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks will drop back, throws outside to Hawks, and Logan Hawks can't hold on. The ball was slapped away by Dylan Douglas, the defensive back. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 from the 47-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Great to have you along. 4 receivers wide on 3rd and 6. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Caught by McAllister. Down to the Viking 32-yard line. A gain of 15 yards to Jared McAllister, the 6th-year receiver out of Colorado. First down, New Orleans. That is the first down for either team. So the Saints are now into Viking territory pretty deep at the 32-yard line. We're coming up on 4 minutes left in the first quarter. The Saints come out in the I formation. Hicks hands off to Wilder around the outside, and Wilder down to the 28, a gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. On the tackle, number 20, Jeremy Bell, in his 6th year out of Alabama. I hope Evil Dead has had a good week and a good day. On 2nd down from the 28-yard line, Hicks throws outside. It's picked off by the Vikings. Clemens. Will he go all the way? I think he will. The linebacker, Anthony Clemens, touchdown. Minnesota. Anthony Clemens, a pick 6. I'll give you the yardage here in a second. The 3rd-year linebacker out of Austin Peay. That's going to be about a 70-yard interception return for touchdown. Evil Dead's got to like that. I'll give you the official yardage. I'm watching the replay now on my laptop. 71 yards. He picked it off at the 29. Quality quarterback play so far. 3 combined picks in the first quarter. And the Vikings score on defense. 71-yard interception return for touchdown by Anthony Clemens, the linebacker. And now Randy Lloyd, the rookie out of Utah State, for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. 3:15 left to play. We're in the first quarter. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. Minnesota is on kind of a playoff drought. The Bills had the longest drought. 16 seasons and counting. But the Vikings last made the playoffs in sim season number 22. That's 11 seasons. There's the kick. Fielded by St. John at the 1-yard line, out over the 20. And on the return for New Orleans, DeMarcus St. John, the rookie out of Michigan. It'll be 1st and 10 for New Orleans at their own 24-yard line. Yeah, the last time the Vikings made the playoffs was sim season 22. They lost to the Dolphins in the Super Bowl on that season. It's been a while. They beat the Packers in the NFC Championship that season. Remember that. 1st and 10 from the 24. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks back. Hicks throws. Caught by Jefferson. Tim Jefferson, the 6th-year receiver out of Ohio State, out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 12. And that'll be a New Orleans first down. You watch the replay. Coming up to make the tackle, number 20. Jeremy Bell. The Vikings scored on a defensive touchdown. Neither offense playing particularly well so far. On 1st and 10, the Saints come out in the offset eye. Goodlet in motion. Hicks to Floyd, and Robert Floyd out to the 41. And that will be a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. 2:22 and counting. Still in the first quarter. Vikings up 7-0. 4 receivers wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks will drop back. Throws. Caught by Hawks. And Logan Hawks out to the 48. A gain of 7. And a New Orleans first down. We've talked about the Vikings uniforms, and we like these uniforms they're wearing here in this game. But New Orleans uniforms, I've always liked this uniform set. It's simple, but it looks good. Especially the white, it looks good. 1st and 10, New Orleans at their own 48-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks will drop back. Hicks throws, caught by Jefferson into Viking territory to the 40-yard line. A gain of 12. And that will be a New Orleans first down. Tim Jefferson, he's the go-to receiver in his 6th year out of Ohio State. All 6 years with New Orleans. Dylan Douglas on the tackle. 1:25 and counting. Saints come out in the offset eye here in the first quarter. Hicks will drop back, throws, dumps it off to Brady. And that's Kyle Brady, the former Patriot, in his 11th year out of Arizona, making the catch, good for 3 yards. Ty Martin, the 5th-year linebacker out of Tennessee, on the tackle. 1 minute and counting here in the first quarter. Vikings up 7-0. Saints on the move. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Vikings, or for the Saints, excuse me, at the Viking 38. 4 receivers spread wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks will drop back. Throws, and it's caught by McAllister down to the 21. A gain of 17 yards to Jared McAllister. Another New Orleans first down. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. It's a doubleheader tonight. We'll wrap up week 9 with the Monday night game up next, which is the Dolphins and the Jaguars. We'll be in Jacksonville for that one. First and 10 from the 21. He's got Bennett in motion. Hicks hands off to Wilder, and Wilder gets nailed for a 3-yard loss. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Vikings up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Our Week 9 Sunday night game. The Vikings lead the Saints by a score of 7-0. Both teams needing to win to get a share of first place in their respective divisions. They both come in at 4-3. On 2nd and 12, 4 receivers wide for the Saints at the Viking 24. Hicks in the shotgun, hands off to Wilder, inside the 20, and Wilder down to the 15-yard line. James Wilder, the 5th-year back out of Tennessee. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Lawrence Burnside, the 2nd-year safety out of BYU, on the tackle for Minnesota. Saints come out, 4 receivers set wide on 3rd and 3. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks will drop back, throws, dumps it off to Wilder inside the 10, down to the 6. A gain of 9, and that'll be a New Orleans first down. Wilder, another one of those backs that's good out of the backfield as a receiver. Alex Woodson on the tackle, the 2nd-year back out of Miami. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Hicks, pump fakes, hands off to Floyd, and Floyd down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Couldn't quite get in. And now the Saints come out, 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line in the I formation. Hicks pitches to Floyd, touchdown, New Orleans. Robert Floyd, a 1-yard touchdown run. The 6th-year back out of Army. And the Saints can tie it up with the extra point. He just pitched it around the end, some good blocking. And now Jerome Taylor will come on for the extra point. Taylor, the 3rd-year kicker out of Clemson for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. 6:32 left to play here in the first half. Live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. The 4-3 Saints, the 4-3 Vikings. After football tonight, we'll have Game 3 of the NHL Stanley Cup Finals between Montreal and Toronto. Toronto has won the first 2 games. They have a 2-0 lead in the series. Game 3 tonight will be in Montreal, though. The first 2 are in Toronto. That's after football tonight. Jerome Taylor will kick off for the Saints. Now in a tie ball game. There's the kick. Fielded by Carnes at the 2-yard line over the 20, 25. And Gerald Carnes brings it out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will have it, 1st and 10. Jay Foster, the quarterback. So the Saints offense finally got their act in gear, drove down the field and got a touchdown. The Vikings offense has not played well so far. Their touchdown came on defense. Let's see if the Vikings offense can get their act in gear. 1st and 10 from the 28, 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster fakes the handoff. Foster throws. It's caught by Carnes down to the 47. That's a gain of 25 into Saints territory. Did he get both feet in? Let's watch the replay. They might review this. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Some great footwork by Gerald Carnes in his 5th year out of UCLA. New Orleans, they might still review that. Right now it's 1st down Vikings, no review. Great catch by Carnes. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Hands off to Carrington. And Carrington down to the 43, a gain of 4. He most certainly did. There, Evil Dead. That was a great throw. Even better catch. A gain of 4 yards for Carrington down to the 43-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Under 6 minutes left in the half. We're tied at 7. 4 receivers spread wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington down to the 36. And that's going to be a gain of 7 yards and a Viking 1st down. On the tackle, number 25, Ben Clements, who picked off the pass earlier in his 4th year out of Texas. 5 minutes and 20 seconds and counting. We're in the first half. Foster in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Foster to Carrington. And Max Carrington down to the 31, a gain of 5. Make it a gain of 4. Be 2nd and 6. Chris Rothman on the tackle. The 2nd-year safety out of Oregon. Yeah, but there's too many of them now. It's so gimmicky. I don't like them. I don't like any of the alternate uniforms. On 2nd and 6, Foster to Carrington. Carrington picks up the 1st down to the 8-yard line, or down to the 23-yard line, a gain of 8. And that'll be a Viking 1st down. You lose your identity when you have a different uniform every week. And some of these alternate uniforms are just horrid. Just look at the Giants' new alternate uniform. It's stupid. It looks like the Montreal Canadiens. 1st and 10 from the 23. 5 receivers wide. Foster throws outside, caught by Underwood. And Underwood down to the 21-yard line. That's Lawson Underwood. A gain of 2 yards. The 8th-year tight end out of Iowa. It'll be 2nd and 8. And another thing that bothers me about the alternate uniforms, it's an aesthetic, all right? It really has nothing to do with the game. And we're getting all excited over alternate uniforms. And I think it's kind of like a bait and switch. It's like, look at this, while they do something over here that you don't like. On 2nd and 8, Foster rolls out, dumps it out to Underwood. And Underwood out to the 15-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 1. Three and a half minutes left. I just look fondly on the old days when every team had one home uniform and one road uniform, and that was it. In the eye, Foster to Hill. And Hill to the 15, no gain. And that's going to bring up 4th down. That was Jake Hill, the 3rd-year back out of Buffalo. Darnell Kirk the rookie safety out of Rice, making the tackle. And the Vikings, their offense stalls out, and they're going to have to kick a field goal. Coming out will be Randy Lloyd, the rookie out of Utah State, from 32 yards. Snap, kick is up. It is good. And the Vikings lead it 10-7. 2:50 left to play here in the first half. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. Edmonton or Florida, I don't understand. Oh, hockey. I'll go with the Panthers. Florida Panthers. That shows you how much I've been keeping up with hockey. I didn't know they were in the finals. There's the kick. Fielded by Ciali at the 2-yard line over the 20-25. Ciali gets outside, almost broke it. Devin Ciali, the rookie out of Marshall, the younger brother of Dante Ciali of the Redskins. Nice return. I'll go with the Florida Panthers. Since I was born in Florida, I might as well go with them. I had no idea. I know the Mavericks are playing the Celtics in the NBA Finals. Just been so busy lately. 1st and 10. Saints come out in the offset eye. Hicks hands off to Wilder, and James Wilder out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Oh, I know. They killed him. I was watching the highlights this morning. They throttled them. I'm going to take the Celtics in 5 in that series there. 2:20 and counting. 2-minute warning coming up. 2nd and 3 for New Orleans at their own 40-yard line. Bennett in motion. Hicks hands off to Wilder again. He's got the first down. Out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 10. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Vikings up 10-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Vikings and the Saints. Both teams are 4 and 3. The Vikings lead at 10-7. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Saints at the 50-yard line. New Orleans trying to at least tie it up before halftime. Five receivers wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Hicks throws outside, caught by McAllister. Just a 3-yard gain down to the 47-yard line. Into Viking territory. It'll be 2nd and 7. .157 left in the half. Hicks in the shotgun. A back on either side. Hicks looking. Hicks in trouble. Gets sacked. Back at the 45. A loss of 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 15. Making the sack, Mark Spindler. Saints in the hurry up on 3rd down. Hicks takes the snap. Throws downfield. He's got a man open. Jefferson down to the Viking 32-yard line. 23 yards to Jim Jefferson and a New Orleans first down. And Jefferson was pretty, I mean, that's wide open for the NFL right there. 1:35 left. Both teams have 3 timeouts. 5 receivers set wide on first down. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looks downfield, rolls out. Hicks is going to take off, and he gets nailed by Lawrence Burnside at the 29. He took a shot. A 3, make it a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. He's lucky he didn't cough that up. 1:15 and counting. New Orleans at the Viking 29-yard line. They're now in field goal range. Trying to tie the game up, maybe take the lead. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks drops back. Throws. Caught by Brady. And he's out of bounds at the 17. A gain of 8 yards to Kyle Brady, the former Patriot tight end. Now in his first year with New Orleans. And that'll be a Saint first down. And Brady gets out of bounds. That stops the clock. Kyle Brady is a mountain of a man. I mean, he's huge. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield once again for Hicks.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Hicks looks downfield, and it gets batted down at the line of scrimmage. Number 91, Armani Callaway, knocks it down. Actually, it was Cedric James, I'm sorry, in his 2nd year out of California. That'll stop the clock with 55 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 10 from the 17-yard line. 4 receivers set wide.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks drops back. Hicks throws to the end zone. It's intercepted by Jeremy Bell, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete. Bell came down out of bounds. They were looking for Kyle Brady. The ball was a bit underthrown, and I thought Bell had a pick, but he came down out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Saints at the Vikings 17. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking, rolls out. He's going to take off, and Hicks slides down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 9. The Vikings take a timeout. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1. Jerome Taylor will come on. This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. This will tie up the ball game. This game got off to a slow, sloppy start, but now the offenses are starting to get back in gear. Taylor from 25. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 10 with 38 seconds left here in the first half. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 9. Our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Evil Dead, the greatest of all time. Evil Dead is the GOAT. And now Taylor will kick off for the Saints with 38 seconds left in the half. Fielded by Saxon a yard deep over the 15, 20, 25. And Antonio Saxon brings it out to the 32-yard line in his 4th year out of Army. And now Jay Foster will come back out, 34 seconds. The Vikings still have 2 timeouts. Let's see if the Vikings can get to at least field goal range and retake the lead before halftime. On 1st and 10, the Vikings come out. 4 receivers wide, 2 to each side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster sets up a screen pass, and he missed his target. He was looking for Max Carrington. He overthrew him on the screen pass. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 32 seconds left in the half. Foster in the shotgun on 2nd down. Foster, high snap, hands off to Carrington. Tries to get outside, nothing doing. The Saints are right there. It's a 1-yard loss. Back to the 31. On the tackle, number 95, Bryce Barnett, in his 9th year out of Illinois. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Clock is moving. Neither team taking a timeout. They might be content just to go to halftime. Let's see if they get the playoff in time. They do not. Your halftime score, New Orleans 10, Minnesota 10, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Our Week 9 Sunday night game. The 4-3 Saints, the 4-3 Vikings. And we're tied at 10. The Saints will receive the second half kickoff. There's the kick by Randy Lloyd. Fielded by St. John at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. And St. John nearly broke it. Got it out to the 37-yard line. DeMarcus St. John, the rookie out of Michigan. 1st and 10, New Orleans. And the Saints will start at their own 37-yard line in a tie ball game. Led by Peyton Hicks, the 5th-year quarterback out of Tennessee. Jimmy Jab with Evil Dead. Great to have you along on this Friday. 1st and 10, New Orleans. 4 receivers set wide, 3 to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder all the way out to the 47, a gain of 10. And that'll be a New Orleans first down. We talked about the doubleheader game tonight. Miami and Jacksonville's up next. And then hockey after this, game 3 between Montreal and Toronto. I'll tell you about tomorrow here in a second. 1st and 10. Saints come out in the offset eye.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder gets stacked up for no gain. Jim Florence, the linebacker, on the tackle. In his 6th year out of Wake Forest. We'll kick off week number 10 tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern time. I'll tell you the schedule tomorrow here in a second. 1st and 10 from the 47. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder out to the 47. That'll be a gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Let's go over tomorrow's schedule. We'll get to see the Saints again as they lead Week 10 Thursday night game. New Orleans at Washington. They'll have the Giants at Carolina and New England at Atlanta.
Here we go now. Green,
3rd and 4 from the 47. Hicks looking, throws, incomplete. the Saints, they only pick up one first down on that drive. And now they're going to have to punt. It'll be 4th and 4 from their own 47. Mike Rutherford back to punt. And he gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, out of bounds at the 21. It's a 33-yard punt. Jay Foster comes back out. Saints and Vikings tied at 10. 6:23 left to play here in the third quarter. As we wrap up week number 9 here tonight. We're just a little bit past the halfway point.
Let's go. Blue,
1st and 10.
Blue 90.
Foster fakes the handoff, throws outside to Underwood, down the sideline, and lost Underwood out to the 28. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. After this week is up, every team will have played at least 8 games. Some teams have played 9. On 2nd and 2 from the 28. Foster under center. Foster to Carrington. He's got the first down. And Carrington picks up 6 yards out to the 34-yard line. Max Carrington, the rookie out of Rutgers, their first-round draft pick. And that'll be a first down for Minnesota. Rutgers. That's right down the road from where Evil Dead lives. It's in the area. .535 and counting here in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Foster on 1st and 10. Hands off to Carrington again, and Carrington picks up 4 yards out to the 38. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ben Clements on the tackle, number 25. Coming up on 5 minutes now left to play in the third quarter. About 65 miles. All right. A little bit further than I thought it was from you. Foster throws. Caught by Carnes. And Gerald Carnes out to the 49. A 13-yard gain by Gerald Carnes. And that'll be a Viking first down. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Vikings. 4 receivers set wide. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Carrington, reverses field, gets around the outside, and Carrington picks up 6 yards down to the 43-yard line. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Coming up to make the tackle, number 34 for New Orleans. That's James Templeton in his 6th year out of South Carolina. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the New Orleans 43. Vikings trying to retake the lead. Foster in the shotgun. Foster throws, caught by Underwood underneath, and lost at Underwood out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. First down, Minnesota. Under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. If the Vikings win, they'll be tied with Tampa Bay at 5-3 for first place in the NFC Central. If the Saints win, they'll be tied for first with the Rams and the 49ers, all at 5-3 in the NFC West. 2 very tight divisions. 1st and 10. Foster to Saxon. Antonio Saxon across the 20, down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 16. Antonio Saxon, the 4th-year back out of Army. First down, Minnesota. our Week 9 Sunday night game. The 4-3 Saints, the 4-3 Vikings. Vikings. Yeah, its name is Puff, the Magic Dragon. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Foster, play action. Watch out. He avoids a sack. Throws incomplete. That's what Misty named her. She named her Puff. The Magic Dragon. Live by the sea. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Misty's out and about right now. She's not home. Puff is right behind me in the terrarium, right behind me, watching the game. 2nd and 10. Foster to Carrington around the outside. Carrington down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3. Make it a gain of 4. Be 3rd and 6. Yeah, she probably doesn't. She wasn't a child of the 60s like we were. 3rd and 6 from the 10-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking, throws. It's nearly picked off by Clements. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and the Vikings are going to have to settle for 3. Most people don't. Well, there's a lot. I don't want to say most, but there's a lot of people that don't understand that song. They think it's just a children's song about a dragon. It goes much deeper than that. Randy Lloyd will come on. This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt. Give the Vikings the lead. Kick is up, and it's good. Vikings lead it 13-10. 2:28 left to play. Here in the 3rd quarter, live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. When did that song come out? Puff the Magic Dragon. I don't know, I kind of like the name, to be honest with you. Puff. Maybe you can look that up for me. I'm using my phone for music, so I can't look it up. There's the kickoff by Lloyd. Fielded by St. John at the 1-yard line. Over the 20, 25. And DeMarcus St. John out to the 28-yard line. 1963. It came out the year after I was born. So New Orleans will take over. 2:24 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Vikings back up on top by 3, 13-10. The cat's fascinated by Puff. All right. First and 10 from the 28-yard line in the I formation. Hicks, play action, throws downfield, caught by Hawks. Logan Hawks out to the 48. A gain of 20 yards and a New Orleans first down. So the Saints don't waste any time. They throw a 20-yard pass. First and 10. We're coming up on 2 minutes left to play. Here in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 from their own 48. Hicks to Wilder up the middle. And Wilder to the 47. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. That song was recorded by Peter, Paul, and Mary, right? Around here, there's people that probably won't even know what the song is. 2nd and 5. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks drops back, throws, and that's nearly picked off. Incomplete. Ty Martin knocks it down, the linebacker. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. The Cat and Puff are having a stare down. Watching them behind me. Peter, Paul, and Mary. That's right. 3rd and 5. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks rolls out. And Hicks is going to take off and makes a nice move. And then forced out of bounds. Sorry about that. I had to take care of something. Yep, he faked him out of his jock. It'll be a first down for New Orleans. As Peyton Hicks makes a nice move right here on Ty Martin. He goes, whoop. He's out of bounds. I think they marked it at the 39. They did. 1st and 10 Saints at the Viking 39-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks drops back, throws, and it's nearly incomplete. Or nearly intercepted, excuse me. Puff's as long as the cat is. There's no way. And that'll stop the clock with 1:08 left. Here in the 3rd quarter, be 2nd and 10. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder, gets outside, and Wilder back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. Coming up on 1 minute left. We're under 1 minute now in the 3rd quarter. Vikings up 13-10. I got a musical trivia question for you, Evil Dad. When we get to the 4th quarter, I'll give it to you. I may have given it to you before, I can't remember. On 3rd and 10, Hicks throws, caught by Cowden, wide open. All the way down to the 18-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 21 yards. Nolan Cowden, the 2nd-year tight end out of Navy. And the Saints get a first down. Driving down the field, trying to take the lead. The Saints have never led in this one. They've tied it up once. Should have time for one more play. 1st and 10 New Orleans from the Viking 18-yard line. Peyton Hicks drops back, throws underneath to Cowden again, and Cowden down to the 4-yard line, a gain of 14. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Vikings up 13-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We go to the 4th quarter. The Vikings lead the Saints 13-10. It'll be 1st and goal for New Orleans, though, at the Minnesota 4-yard line as we start the 4th quarter. Now, I may have given you this trivia question before. I can't remember. Right after this play. Let me call the play. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks rolls out. And Hicks throws back across, incomplete. What is the only song in Billboard history that went #1 that was performed by a fictitious band? Name the only #1 song in Billboard. It was on the pop charts, in pop chart history, that went #1 that was performed by a fictitious band. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Hicks to Wilder, gets nailed in the backfield. A loss of 4 yards. Ty Martin on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 8-yard line. And I'll even give you a hint. The song went #1 in 1969. The only song that went #1 in Billboard pop chart history. Nope, That was by Steam. That was a real band. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Hicks rolls out to the near side. Hicks is going to take off. And Hicks is out of bounds at the 10-yard line, a 2-yard loss. Yes, Sugar Sugar. And what was the name of the band? Evil Dead got it. The Archies, that's right. Saturday morning cartoon. And the song just took off. Yep. It went number 1. It was number 1 for 2 weeks, I believe. It was number 1 over in England for 6 weeks. It'll be 4th and goal. The Saints can tie it up. Jerome Taylor. This will be from 27 yards to tie the game at 13. Kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 13. 6:52 left to play. A lot of time left in this one. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. Game started off slow, but it's turned into a pretty good game. Dolphins, Jaguars up next. We'll be in Jacksonville for that one. Yeah, but I don't think that went to number 1, though. There's the kickoff. I was watching a documentary about that just a couple of weeks ago. Carnes on the return out to the 25. And that's where the Vikings will take over, 1st and 10. .648 left to play in regulation. Overtime, not out of the question here. Evil Dead rooting for the Vikings. He picked them in this one. Evil Dead is 65-51 at the moment. 14 games up. 4 receivers wide for the Vikings. Foster under center on 1st and 10. Hands off to Carrington. And Max Carrington out to the 26. A gain of 2 to be 2nd and 8. On the tackle there, number 52, Sam Adams. The former Patriot in his 11th year out of Florida. 2nd and 8 from the 26. Foster. 3-step drop. Throws underneath to Kell. Coming across. Darren Kell, the tight end, out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. And that'll be a Minnesota first down. The 10th year tight end out of Army, Darren Kell. We're tied at 13 here in the 4th quarter. Vikings and Saints. Our Sunday night game. 6 minutes and counting. Vikings come out in the I formation on 1st and 10. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington to the 48. It went number 1? Really? Oh, the band didn't exist when that song went number 1. So the band, it was a real band. It's just that they had disbanded when the song went number 1. Okay, that's different. They did after. So it's not a fictitious band. They just weren't together. 2nd and 5. Foster throws, caught by Carnes. He fumbles, and the Saints come up with it. Gerald Carnes fumbles at the 28-yard line. Oh, they got together after the song. So technically not a fictitious band because they did exist. What? He may have been down. They might review that. Now, there's another band that I know about that a song of theirs went to #1 4 years after they disbanded. No review. Be 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Now they review. I think he was down. This is going to be Minnesota ball, I do believe.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, his knee's down. That's going to be Minnesota ball. Joe Carnes, the knee's down, then the ball comes out as he's being tackled there by Benjamin Clements. This should be Vikings football here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Yep, it's overturned. It's Viking football, as it should be. 1st and 10. Minnesota at the New Orleans 29-yard line. So they ruled Gerald Carnes down, no fumble. 1st and 10. Under 5 minutes left.
All right, here we go.
Foster fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Caught by Underwood. He holds on. And he's down at the 1. He does not get in. 28 yards to Lawson Underwood, the 8th-year tight end out of Iowa. It'll be 1st and goal Vikings. How is he not in? How did the ball not break the plane? I think that ball broke the plane. Let's watch the ball. Oh, okay, they got it right. It was just shy. Very close, but I think they made the right call. It'll be 1st and goal Vikings. We're tied at 13. 4:33 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Evil Dad says you better punch this in. On 1st and goal from the 1.
Green, 39.
Foster throws back in the end zone. Mills, touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown catch by John Mills, the rookie receiver out of UNLV. And the Vikings go up 19-13. They punch it in. And now Randy Lloyd. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Vikings lead it 20-13. A 7-point lead with 4:18 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 9. Our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Dave Stieb. That sounds familiar. Dave Stieb. Enlighten me. I'm brain cramping. The Vikings have gone up by 7. They'll kick off. Randy Lloyd will kick. Still a lot of time for New Orleans. 4:18 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Down by 7. And there's the kick. Fielded by St. John at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. DeMarcus St. John brings it out to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 New Orleans. 4:13 remaining here in the 4th quarter. We've got the Dolphins and the Jaguars up next. About 5 minutes after this game's over, we'll head to Jacksonville. And that'll be the final game of Week 9. Still got a lot of time left in this one. See if the Saints can tie this one back up. Both teams come into this one with 4-3 records. Pitch for the Blue Jays. Wow. That's almost like cursed. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Hicks looking. Hicks throws deep. Incomplete. I knew that name sounded familiar. Didn't he play with Toronto like in the late 70s when Toronto just came out? Steve was in the late 70s, early 80s, right? 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go now.
4 receivers wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks drops back, rolls out, throws back across. Caught by McAllister. His momentum takes him out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I remember him with Stratomatic baseball. I had a lot of Stratomatic baseball back in the late 70s, early 80s. I remember him now. 3rd and 4 from the 39-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Big 3rd down for the Saints, down by 7. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Incomplete. Totally missed his target. Yeah, that would suck. Let's see if the Saints go for it. .359, they're going to punt. Mike Rutherford will get the punt away. They're trusting their defense. And the punt will be fielded by Carnes at the 13. Brings it across the 25 and out to the 31-yard line. Gerald Carnes on the return there. 3:48 left. Can the Vikings eat up some time here, or will the Saints get a 3 and out? That band I was talking about that had a hit, well, they were together in 84. They came out with an album in 84. They disbanded after that. And then one of the songs from that album went to number 1 in 1988. Do you remember the band called Sheriff? And the name of the song was When I'm With You. The album was 84, and it went number 1 in 88. Foster to Carrington, and Carrington gets out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 10. They only came out with one album. It kind of flopped. And then 4 years later, I think some DJ in LA, he had a show at night where it was like he played obscure songs that were good in his eyes. I'll complete the story here in a second. 1st and 10. Foster rolls out, throws back across, caught by Hawkins, out to the Saint 44-yard line. A 15-yard gain. And that'll be a Minnesota 1st down. They can eat up more time. Well, he played the song, and people loved it and started requesting it. And the next thing you know, the song is spreading like wildfire throughout the U.S., and it goes number 1 4 years after the band disbanded. It was their only hit single, their one-hit wonder. 1st and 10 from the 44. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington down to the 37-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Sheriff is the name of the band. And the song is called When I'm With You. It went number 1 in 1988. As we hit the 2-minute warning. Vikings up 20-13 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Vikings lead the Saints by a score of 20-13. I like this song. It's a good song. On 2nd and 3 in the offset eye, Vikings trying to wrap this game up. Foster to Carrington, and Carrington gets nailed at the 35-yard line. The Saints take a timeout. Making the tackle, Wayne Martin, the 10th-year defensive end out of California. It'll bring up 3rd and 1, a gain of 2 yards. The Saints trying to get a stop here. Vikings up 20-13. Vikings can be 2 games over 500 with a win here tonight. They can hit the halfway point at 5-3. on third down when no one was in the vicinity. Foster in the shotgun on third down.
Green 39.
Foster to Carrington. He's got the first down. That's huge. Max Carrington down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be first down, Minnesota. Injury timeout. I think Carrington got shaken up on the play. Actually, that timeout there actually helps New Orleans. That injury timeout. They can still force a 3-and-out now and get the ball back if the Vikings don't get a field goal. 1:51 left. The Saints, if they lose, will be tied with Seattle for second. One game back of the Rams and the 49ers in the NFC West. First and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Green 39. Green 39.
Foster to Hill. And Jake Hill out to the 28. New Orleans takes a timeout. They have one left. 1:47 left to play. It'll be second and 6 for Minnesota at the Saint 28-yard line. The problem for New Orleans is that Minnesota is in field goal range. They can make it a 2-score game. Coming into this season, if you told me the Vikings would be 5-3 at the halfway point, I would have said you're crazy. But lo and behold, here we are. And they're tied for first if they hang on here. They'll be tied for first with Tampa Bay. Chicago and Green Bay are both one game back. Foster to Hill, and Jake Hill picks up 2 yards to the 26. New Orleans takes their final timeout. 1:44 left. It'll be 3rd and 4. This would be a 43-yard field goal from here. I'm not going to say it was a quality win, but a win is a win. Third and 4 now for the Vikings. What the Saints really need here is a turnover. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster hands off to Hill, and Jake Hill, another first down. That's huge. Down to the 19, a gain of 7. And the Saints can no longer stop the clock. The Vikings are going to hang on and win this. Minnesota will go to 5-3. New Orleans will drop to 4-4. And Evil Dead will go to 66-51. He'll be 15 games up. Evil Dead on an upward trajectory in his picks. The Vikings now can just run out the clock. New Orleans can no longer stop it.
Here we go.
Foster hands off to Hill. And Hill goes down at the 18. They'll have to snap it one more time. And that'll do it. Dolphins, Jaguars up next. We hope you stick around for that one. It'll be about 5 minutes after this one's over. Minnesota will come out. They'll take a knee in the victory formation. Foster takes a knee. And they don't have to snap it again. As the final seconds will tick away. Your final score, Minnesota 20, New Orleans 13. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Jaguars, Dolphins up next. We'll see you then.